For many parents, it's very clear what language they speak with their children. They just speak the one they learned from their parents. But what if our parents spoke 2 or more different languages? Or once we become parents ourselves, we use other languages more frequently and feel much more comfortable using one of them instead of the one or those our parents used and probably still use with us. Hi, I'm Ute, and at my International Lounge and Academy, I help multilingual families maintain their languages in a fun and enjoyable way and embrace new ones whilst living abroad. Finding the right language to speak with our children and the strategy that will allow us to foster all our languages is not as easy and straightforward as it may seem. As multilingual parents, our language preferences and fluency or proficiency in our languages can change. It can shift over time. This means that we might have used language read regularly in our 20s, but not anymore in our 30s or when we become parents. So, what language should we then use as the main language with our children? No matter if you are just planning to have children or if you are already parents and have made a choice, try to answer the following questions to find out what language you should most probably choose as the primary language with your children, the one you speak with them when you are in one-on-one situations and connecting with them one-on-one. So ask yourself, can I make subtle jokes in the language? Can I express how I feel in the language? So can I express emotions or love in the language in a spontaneous way? It can also be anger, disappointment, joy, anything. Can I express in that language how my children feel? Not only the emotions, but it's also about their overall health. And can I do this without hesitation, without having to look up words and expressions? Can I sing lullabies, nursery songs, do rhymes in the language? Now, many young parents struggle with this. I also did not remember lullabies in my language when I had my son. I had to look them up again, learn new ones. What I mean with this question is that we need to find out if we are able and comfortable singing lullabies, nursery songs, and using rhymes with our children. Then, ask yourself, can I talk about family anecdotes and everyday things in that language? This is about transmitting informal language. If we learned a language later in life and used it only for our studies and work, we might not know much about the informal use of it. So this is what it's about to find out here. Then, can I give compliments or criticism in the language? Can I give these compliments and criticism in a spontaneous way? Take your time now to answer these few questions for the language you just chose. If you cannot answer with yes to all the questions, you may want to reconsider your decision. If it is about practicing nursery rhymes, that's fine, as I just said. But if you struggle with fluency in the language, if you cannot be spontaneous in it, if you have to look up words, learn expressions, even everyday ones, then please opt for another language that you are more spontaneous in. To be clear, this is all about the main language, the primary language you speak with your child, the one you speak from day one in one-on-one situations, the one that you will form an emotional bond with your child. So prioritize the language you are most fluent in, because you need to be able to be spontaneous and quick when necessary and as natural as possible, and you need to be able to form sentences that are well structured and with a diverse vocabulary. If you cannot express a variety of emotions and situations in it, or you cannot say important things spontaneously like watch out, stop, or you have constantly to look up words while speaking with your child, and this makes you actually also feel very insecure, frustrated and uncomfortable, it would be much better to opt for the language you can be most spontaneous and quick in. The main language we choose to speak with our children from day one plays a very important role in our life with our children, because we create a strong emotional bond with them through that language. Furthermore, it is important to know that our children perceive our attitude towards the language and will mirror it, Whatever feeling we have while speaking that language with our children will have an impact on them and their attitude towards us and that language. So make sure you feel confident, relaxed, happy, and proud when using that language. Now, at this point, you might say, yes, but I am a multilingual parent. As multilingual parents, we usually speak more than one language quite confidently, and we might be able to express our emotions and feelings spontaneously in more than one. Now, if this is your case and your child is younger than 3 or 4 years old, then try to find someone else who can transmit the other language. So following a bit the OPOL method. It can be a partner, another caregiver, a nanny, a babysitter, a neighbor. And if your child is already older, you can use the other language at specific moments of the day, using time and place. You would, for example, signalize the switch and negotiate specific moments and situations where you use that other language. And I talk about this in another video, and I link to it in the description. Now, if transmitting 2 languages or more is just too much for you right now, and maybe also for your family, you can still add other languages later. If you want to know more about how to raise a child with multiple languages effectively and with confidence, have a look at my self-paced online course. I link to it in the description. If you have any questions or want to share your experience, please let me know in the comments here below. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next video. Alla prossima, tot de volgende keer. Alla prochaine, bis zum nächsten Mal. Hasta la próxima.